Yo, what it do, what it do? It's your NO homie, August Alsina, all the way out here in London. Make sure you check out my interview on ADTV. It is what it is, boy. Believe that.
Good morning, it's morning in London, so I want to say good morning to you, sir. How you feeling this morning?
I feel like it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
I can imagine.
That's US time.
You feeling the cold?
I am.
So I want to start, because time is limited, so I want to start with actually your latest body of work, the EP. I listened to it all the way through, and the thing that stuck with me was the authenticity in your music. Your experience validates what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I think that's key. It wasn't like you were just trying to sing songs. You were singing about an experience that was true to you. So I wanted to talk about, one of the songs that kind of stuck out to me, which was Nobody Knows. Because for your own words, you want to describe the backstory behind it, because it's a very deep song.
I tell you what's crazy, and a lot of people don't know this, but Nobody Knows is I think the last song on the EP. But the hook is I was listening to something. It's actually a rap hook. It's like Future and Jewels, or Jewels and Future. And I heard the hook, and I think it's Future on the hook. And I was like, man, that's some real shit. Like, cause you know what I'm saying. You can't take for granted. Like when you see somebody smiling, you can't take that for granted, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know their life. You don't know. You know what I'm saying. So like, you gotta respect that when you see somebody happy. So, and on top of that, I feel like what I'm doing and where I come from, a lot of people, I done gained a little success, So a lot of people think that I'm fucking super rich. A lot of people got their hands out. A lot of people just come from out of nowhere. And a lot of people depending on me, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, shit, what if I fucking collapse and I just can't do this shit no more? Then what? Like who I'ma depend on? Because really and honestly, all I got is me. Like I moved to Atlanta to start this music shit like at a young age by my goddamn self, like just on a prayer, a penny in a prayer. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what that was about. Like I was inspired by the hook, and I went back in the studio and got down to the nitty with the verses and just came hot, with what I feel. So yeah, that's really what it is. It's like nobody really know your struggle, man. That's all.
How is it? I mean, it seems almost, I won't say losing friends to fame, but I was listening to some of the lyrics, and it's almost like when you can't help people out, they almost kind of turn their back on you. Like, explain, because that song I took it as transitioning, and the reality of the transitioning to where you are. I mean, how difficult is it when friends have expectations that you sometimes
can't meet? I mean, me, I'm always upfront and I'm always honest. So it's like, and I don't mind helping nobody. It's like, if I can do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that way. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do some outrageous shit, because people expect you to do just some outrageous shit. Like, you want me to buy your mama, your sister, your auntie, and her daughter a house or in a car, do some shit that I ain't even did for my motherfucking self yet. Like, how does that work?
Those are real requests that you got.
Pay my rent. It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, from people that I don't even get down with. You know what I'm saying? So the world is backwards, man. It's a lot of backwards ass shit that go on, and if you allow it to happen, it's gonna happen. And shit, I just speak on it. Like, I'm not gonna let you play me, and I'm not gonna let you run me into the ground. I'm not gonna let you run me into the grave. I'm just not.
It's just so descriptive. Like when you listen to someone, you're like, everything you say is real. But when you're living the lifestyle that you were before, I mean, what brought about having to make those type of choices?
What brought about?
To make those choices, being in the streets, growing up.
I mean, it's just It's your life, man. It's your circumstances. And to be honest, you don't really get to. Let me see how I could put this. You don't get to choose your parents. You don't get to choose where you from. You don't get to choose your family. You know, you don't get to choose your loved ones. And when you born, like, usually you born into something. Like you born into some type of dynasty, or like your father was doing this, your mother was a doctor, whatever the fuck. And shit with me it wasn't that. Like, you know, my mama bust her ass working 2 jobs. I remember working 2 jobs to try to take care of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? My daddy was on drugs. My step pops, you know, dealing with his drug addiction. And so I just didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and now I'm 21, trying to find my own way, and that's a hell of a job. Like, for a young nigga, that's a hell of a job, trying to build your own legacy, you know, without nobody, no footsteps to follow. Like, so that's how those songs come about. It's like me trying to find my own way. Like, I'm a fuck up. That's what you're supposed to do in life. And it's so weird because when you fuck up, it's like so many people, they look at you and judge you for the shit, but it's like, that's what the fuck you supposed to do. You go through life to grow. Like, you fuck up and then you, oh damn, I can't touch that fire no more because that was too hot, I'ma burn myself. Like, so that's what this shit all about. So it's like only right that I speak on it in my music, you know?
So what would you think is like some of the lessons you learned being from the streets, now being a musician as an occupation? What lessons have you learned on that process?
Like what? I mean, what type of lessons? Because it's all type of lessons. I know that a lot of these niggas is fake as hell, and they ain't what they claim to be. And honestly, I know I've learned how to, you know, maneuver through this fake ass industry with these fake ass niggas, because I done been there, done it, like in the streets with these fake ass niggas. Like, so it's pretty much the same thing, man. You just gotta know how to move. Yeah.
Is that a shock though? Because you know you get into the industry and you realize that sometimes people aren't how they portray themselves.
Definitely not.
It's not.
They definitely not. They definitely not. They definitely not. Yeah.
And because I see all your music as being deep, but we have a segment called like a deeper song that an artist has written personally. So for you, what would be your deepest song that you've written and why?
Shit. I don't know, man, because I have a like personal connection, like, you know, with every one of my songs, just because it's like from my heart and you know, my story. But like a lot of the shit on the album is so deep that I had to kind of take a step back and be like, damn, am I saying too much? But then again, I was like, you can never say too much, you know, like, because I'm still learning a whole lot of shit about myself each and every day, you know what I'm saying? So I guess when you hear the album, you'll see. Yeah.
And the response for the EP, what's been the response thus far from people who've listened to it?
It's been good, man. You know, the EP was just kind of a preparation type thing for the album. And I dropped the EP kind of premature, kind of, so to say, because I wasn't really, that was way before the single kind of took off and all of that. But I just wanted to kind of give that to the people and to my core fans and to the people that was really supporting and rocking with me. So, but it's growing every day though. I'm still watching, you know, the sales on it, so it's growing like each and every day a hell of a lot. Yeah.
Well, we'll keep it like that, but you know, I do appreciate the body of work that you put out, because it's
Thank you.
I haven't heard music like that for a long time, to be honest.
That's my man.
Factual music, so.
Well, you make sure you get the album then.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you get that message. Finally, we got an interviewer who knows his shit. No, I'm serious, because that's just what it's really all about, man. How do you feel about that?
Shit, what if I fucking collapse and I just can't do this shit no more? Then what? Like who I'ma depend on, because really and honestly all I got is me.